Hello everybody, so we've got the Afango battery which is just having some maintenance done, and as you can see she's a 300 kilowatt amazing battery. She's made from 4 recycled Tesla batteries, where if I pick you up we'll go and have a proper look inside. Now there's 4 Tesla batteries in there. They're recycled batteries, aren't they?
They come from prematurely written off vehicles. So vehicles that have had an accident, we test the packs, make sure they're good to be carried over and then repurposed rather than recycled.
Yeah, and I think that's the best thing, because it's like circular economy principles in mind, and you're using the battery for what its intended purposes without it going to landfill, etc.
Definitely. Whilst ever we're in a world where we're scrapping batteries and shredding batteries that got usable energy left in, we'll want, it's wrong.
Yeah. And how many batteries we're actually producing worldwide is absolutely insane. So whatever we can do to make sure we get the maximum life out of them, then great. And I'm seeing lots of like 10-year model or 100,000 mile plus batteries now, and actually the degradation isn't there.
It's nothing like what
they predict, especially Tesla batteries. Tesla batteries are really outperforming what they can be doing. It's more the calibration and the software is the issue, not so much the battery itself.
Yeah, and how you use them as well. So imagine when these batteries are in the car and they've got my life plugs on it, they take quite a bit of a beating.
Yeah.
When you've got 4 packs, or depending on the size of the unit, you've got a minimum of 4 packs in one unit. Even when it's absolutely flat out, it's only 1/4 C rate. Only 1/4 of the power. It's never been cycled as hard as it would be in a car.
Amazing. And you must be seeing, how long have you been doing these batteries for now as a company?
3 years.
Yeah, and you must be starting to see the uptick now. Yeah. It just takes a couple of early adopters, I find, to get these things going. And as soon as you've got a couple of people who just prove it, especially with like Avanti and Afango and the way that they put it onto big sites and have it front and centre, it does a lot of the speaking for you.
We purposely worked with, the early units, the pre-production units went out into lots of different sectors, so film and TV, construction, on directly providing on-grid services. And we did that very purposely. It's hard work and it caused a lot of pain, but it meant real-world feedback that typically we would never have found if we just spent 4 years engineering.
And you've got a system that works then, isn't it? And I think that's the best way, is get it out in the field, accept the criticism, because it's going to come. There are going to be issues. As long as you're able to be there, to be the technician on site to come and fix those issues, and maybe put a little adaptive technology in to make sure it can perform under those pressure situations for them. And for us, the lack of noise, the lack of pollution. And we say pollution, for me, it's noise pollution. There's just compared to generators.
Even the super silent ones are still noisy.
It's absolutely. And it means there's a couple of festivals I know in Wales, and they've done in really like in forests and nature-based, etc. And they're fantastic, but they've got generators in order to power them. So this completely changes the game. We could now, you could say potentially they were greenwashing slightly, but you could then say they couldn't have done the festival without it, where now there's a solution.
I think, we have to take baby steps, because, it's fair to say that, many of those locations, you've got no way of getting unit power. So to put a battery on, depending on how much power is being drawn out of it, it's likely not to last the whole time. But we've seen it where we've had over a week, there's been 1,500 litres of diesel saved with the hybridized setup. So you've got the generator coming on for 4 hours, 2, 3, 4 hours to charge up. It goes off, and the rest of the time the battery should take.
And it can be doing the stalls. It can, it doesn't have to do the entire festival like we are here. We're not doing the entire festival here. We're doing an area of it, which is high generated, but it's high impact. I think that's the thing, and it does save a lot of carbon. I know Avanti's carbon footprint dropped by over 2/3, I think it was last year. I think it was like 65 tons last year for the Urdd, and the year before it was, the year before was 64 tons, and then last year was 24 tons. And that's because we used the hydrogen battery. So now this year we've got this, it changes things altogether again, and they've got me this year, which is, but it shows you that hydrogen battery made way for the electric battery, has made way for my position, and it helps with that transition, which is always incremental change.
And it can always be a combination of, it's never going to be all battery or all hydrogen.
It's got to be. It's like wind and solar and water generation power, hydroelectric. That's what I was trying to think of then. You need everything to work together. Relying on one system is not the way that it moves, is it?
No.
Right, there we go. Thank you.